motivates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Maurice. It just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Off-play action. Feeling some heat. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He'll take it himself. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense gets set for 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Dropping back, it's Gray. They're bringing heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
Those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. The Trojans offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
And it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
It has been a rocky ride through Big Ten play so far, and they're running out of time to turn it around.
Yeah, and sometimes the Big Ten will do that to you, right? It's a competitive...
Oh, look out! There he goes! And he's brought down after a huge completion. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threads.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC offenses.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quickly complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Northwestern right back to the line.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. White going to attack through the air. It's caught. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Leaves it with the back. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. He'll pull it on the read. On the move at the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. White wants to throw it. Trying to get to it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Absolutely perfect. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Michigan found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage maize and blue football. Those folks in the big house won't remember this one forever. What they will remember, it was a W. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. With the catch, it's Peterson. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. On the run, and he'll he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long. Touchdown, Southern Cal! What a grab and go for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
Northwestern wants to go quickly. Give to the back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. White going to attack through the air. Dances away from the heat. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pass hits, picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Northwestern!
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he can be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm
looking deep. He's got it down the right side. Can anyone catch him? And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, USC.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll take the return and try to improve. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Grabbed by the kicking team. Touchdown, Trojans. And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense lining up for a first down play. White wants to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They'll line up for a second down play. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? And it looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
On second down, he'll fire. He's got his man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Wildcats want to pick up the tempo.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call, really nice execution.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Here's the handoff. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Safe completion on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really depend on.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick, trying to burn this defensive back. Brings it down on the right side. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Trojans! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Fast motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on second down. White going to attack through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. It's complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle and he flat dropped it. Here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Throws to the wideout. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on third, now setting up fourth down.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin him back deep in their own end. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right down the middle. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. The Trojans will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes a move. Coverage units put a stop to that return. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They ran it on first down, now on second. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They're going to ride this running back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great role.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Unloads it left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern.
And Reese, this is the part of the field where the tight ends become such a big part, right? The big size. I'm going to isolate these guys, find a way to get good matchups. You could tell they did it there. The result, 6 points.
And he added the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Robinson. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense headed out. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He's going to take off. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And the Wildcats with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. White wants to throw it. Coming after it. The freshman able to get home with the sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. snagged in the middle. It's Albright. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. It's good.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to go up top on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And the Trojans racing to the line in a hurry up. They'll give it to the back. Tackled after picking up the first down. Quick tempo here for the offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking for a deep man. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. On the option. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Offense, quick tempo.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He'll keep it himself. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Wildcats are marching down the field. White going to attack through the air. Makes the grab down the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. To the air on first down. He's right on target. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there and then create a negative play.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Running back goes in motion. He wants to throw here on second down. Takes the easy completion. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Shotgun snap on third down. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
They'll go to the counter, and they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Got it! And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Hold it. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Trojans need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
Northwestern right back to the line. The run from the shotgun. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. White wants to throw it. Quarterback adapting. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Northwestern making quick work on this drive.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? It's just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quickly to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Northwestern will send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's going to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Going up top on 1st down. Scrambling away. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. White going to attack through the air. He's got an open man. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Northwestern wants to go quickly. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. No huddle offense to the line.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They'll run it from the gun. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day, and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. On 1st and goal, let's see if Northwestern can score. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going up top. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown USC. And the route is on. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he puts through the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense headed out. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's got it down the middle. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll run it from the gun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
He's looking for an open man on second down. That's reeled in. It's Jordan. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already four-down territory? He'll do it himself. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. He's got it. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Northwestern right back to the line.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
White wants to throw it. Looking for a big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Stands in and takes the hit. Catch inside the 25. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
On second down, looking again to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. They're throwing for it on 4th down. They're trying to get to it. Wiggles free. And they drop him for a loss, but there are penalty markers on the field. Let's check out the call.
Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Northwestern will line up with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Wildcats!
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the...
And the ball is intercepted. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Got a man. It's Albright. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He looks that one in nicely. He gets it beyond the marker, and it'll be a 1st down for Northwestern. Tempo and overdrive. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Pressure coming. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. White going to attack through the air. Getting some heat. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground.